Hello friends, thank you so much for being here today. I wanted to take a moment and chat about some of the ways that I've switched up my storage, my area here where I do my makeup, I guess the vanity area. Also some stuff back there where I've set up sort of seasonal palettes. I have like a little seasonal palette display, I call it. I've gotten a couple different storage items and I thought it might be fun to show you how I'm working with those. Just trying to make my space work for me better and just continue to help this makeup room thrive. I love this room. I love sitting down to do my makeup, but what makes it even better is when things are well organized and I feel just really at peace when I'm sitting down here. So I feel like I've kind of come to that place with a lot of my items that I'm using and the ways I'm keeping them stored. So I thought I would run you through some of this. It might give you some ideas. I know everybody at the start of the new year is usually looking at cleaning and reorganizing and weeding out and all that stuff. So this video may give you a few ideas. Also, the makeup look today. I am trying out the new NARS foundation, the light reflecting foundation. I have had exceptional luck with multiple NARS foundations. Like, I love the Sheer Glow. I love the Natural Radiant Longwear. I love the Soft Matte. I mean, major success has been had with NARS foundations. This one is pretty glowy. Like, I've got some highlighter on, but if you just look at the entire surface of my skin, I think you can pick up on a little bit of a glow happening there. And I think I used a bit much of this for some reason. One pump is small, but I think it's kind of potent because for some reason, my gut says do 2 pumps and it ends up being a bit much. So still playing around with this one. I'm wearing a Buxom lip gloss from a little set. This is actually the shade called Eve. Beautiful bronzy shimmer. I'm loving it. Oh, and for my blush, it's the She's Baked shade from the Patrick Ta Blush palette, that kind of earthy color that's in there. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the storage. Oh, hello. So this is where I sit. As I sit and do a video, I see my camera and I now see this nice new little mirror. So if I'm doing a look, this is what it's like. I showed this mirror in my What I Got for Christmas video. I'm loving it. You can prop a phone here and it probably wouldn't be like an amazing angle to shoot a video at. They have some other kinds of mirrors that mount the phone up in here. I think they're a little bit larger mirrors. Really what I want this for is just the size and the placement, being able to stand here and not cover up my whole camera. But it's kind of nice, like if you're listening to someone else's video or something like that, you just prop it down here. It's really nice. But I've still got this little bin here that I'm trying to confine to newish things that I'm either really liking to use or trying to figure out using. I've got a tidbit of overflow from that, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it because overall my whole surface is looking really good. So nothing has really changed over here with my skincare center. I've got serums and like oils and different things there. I've got moisturizers here with a few lip things tucked in. I've got some tools. Look at the little smiley face you get right there. And I've got creams and sunscreens then at the bottom. Same stuff over here, lip balms, lip plumpers, Bare Minerals stuff, which kind of needs its own place. So I put that there. And then here's where we have a little bit of a change over here in this corner. I used to have a big rotating, I think it was a Pampered Chef utensil holder. And where did I come up with that? It was like in the old house, wasn't it left there or something? I'm like asking you guys to fill in the blanks of my life story, but I don't remember where I got that, but I definitely didn't buy it. I came up with it and I used it for brushes for a long time. What I kind of realized was it became this overflow area that sat kind of right back around that corner, and I was rarely reaching for it. I just thought, let's find something a little smaller than that that can hold everything I'm currently using. And here's what I got. This is actually one of the things Bub gave me for Christmas, and I wasn't even sure I could make it work until I, had this revelation. So this is available at Ulta. It's like a half circle divided brush deal here. And does it have some extra brushes beyond what I would use for a full face on a given day? Yes. Like I've got some little e.l.f. travel brushes up here and some retractable ones I don't always use. I've got some fuller powder brushes in the back that I don't always use. And I realize it looks a little chaotic with everything here, but these are my eye brushes. Frequently used like blush brushes, some cream brushes, larger powder brushes, more toward the back. And it is all divided and I really like it. And if I wanted to make these stand without leaning, I could. I'm well versed back on that trend of putting little beads down in your stuff or rice and it helps them stand. I could do that, but I'm not really concerned about it right now. Right now what I'm thinking is this is any brush that I need to use. I don't have any squirreled away in a different area, and when I'm doing my makeup I pull it out, and when I'm not, look where she goes. I just tuck her right over there. Now this thing, this contraption, I found this on my birthday at Ross, and can you envision what this would be for office stuff? Yes, that was what the little sample picture showed, was like in these areas coming in here were file folders and tall books and magazines, and then, you know, you got like little shelves for office supplies. To me, I didn't know how I was going to use this, but I just thought I will use it somehow. It's just unique enough for me to want to use it. Again, found it at Ross, kind of thing you might come up with at a Ross or a TJ Maxx. But here I got my little Amazon Alexa up there. If I say her name, she'll start talking. And then this is completely flexible. What's in here, I'm not even sure. I thought big ColourPop palettes, sure. Hair clips and rollers. I've got my little notepad, and I plan to use this Grande lash lift thing. Sponges that have recently been used that could be washed. And then I stuck my Sigma switch in there, so it's not like right out here, although I don't really care if it's out there. I've got a couple different mists that I want to be trying. I've got a hairspray tucked back in there. It's kind of deep. Can you see back in there? Got a hand sanitizer mist in there. And I just thought, you know, this is kind of cool. Oh my gosh, look at Baba. And yes, we're still drinking out of the Santa mug. This is my coffee cup warmer coaster. Like, I just think that's cool, and I think it can flow with me. I think I will run into different random little things where it's like, okay, I have a place for that. I have a place to get it up off of here and onto something. So it's fluid, and that's just what we're working with. Also, remember how I had that just cup? It's like a jumbo coffee cup holding lip liners and Super Stay Matte inks. Well, I thought I can now free up this because I had this holding basically nothing useful right around the side here, taking up important real estate. And I thought, I'm just going to do all lip liners here. Okay, so they have a home. They're out of the drawers where I might have lip products, and they kind of get, you know, overtaken by bigger things. So Super Stay Matte inks and Revlon lip liners are in this section. These are VIP products, right? And then I just went by tone. I have nudes, I have pinks, and then I have reds and deep berries over here. So maybe I should have done pinks and berries and then reds. I didn't think I'd have that many reds, but I do. But anyway, that feels good to me to have that all together, and it can just kind of tuck back there. I've still got this little acrylic thing that holds, oops, some like face palettes that I just want handy here. I've got kid art as well. I just like having some stuff there right at my reach, so that's good. This is my new Valentine Garland. I'm really loving it. So cute and fluffy, and I just put it right over my lighted just Christmas garland. I took off the pom-poms and I put on the Valentines. Also possibly seen in the background would be this cute like little lip bag. I got this in PR probably a decade ago from Milani PR, and I thought that was cute. My big candle holder. Now this little lip holder is something I redo kind of frequently. I think it's just fun to feature different things up here, and I'm really liking the different Milani neutral mattes, so I've got all of those here. I've got a couple more of these little like buxom things that came in a small set, and they're actually all really good shades. One of them is actually White Russian Sparkle. That's that one, and this one is the one called Sugar, and I got a couple others at my desk. I got my Believe Beauty Fireberry. I've got my Milani Teddy Bear. This is the Cinnamon Roll Melted Matte, and a Bite lipstick. I just had bought one in their new formula, and it's called Extra Sugar Buns. And then seasonally, I redo the palettes that are here. These I guess kind of make me think either winter or just I generally like them. We've got the ABH Primrose. I pulled out the Huda Naughty palette. I've got one from Benefit in here that I want to use more. This one from Viseart is just always a love. I got the mail order ones from The Balm that I just want to use more. Rose Edit from Viseart. The Cinnamon Roll palette. The Milani Ungilded, which I love. I also just kind of had an urge to use the OG Viseart neutral palette, the neutral mattes. My Persona palette, my Rudolph palette, which is so good. It's such a good palette. This Wild Chameleon palette from Huda. I got this thing right before I got into the holiday madness, and it didn't get used nearly enough, but that color scheme is dynamite. I got my Maybelline Nudes of New York, which really lives here a lot. I love that palette. That's one of the best quality, like sort of compact drugstore palettes you can get. My Natasha Denona Glam Face palette. I put my Rose Quartz palette from Huda back there, my Charlotte Tilbury just back here because of height reasons. The Charlotte Tilbury Smoky Eyes are forever. And I also shot my stash for this Naked Reloaded palette, just because, I don't know, nostalgic vibes using a Naked palette. I don't recall being over the moon for this one, but I feel like I could do some nice looks with it still. So that's just my little back there, shot my stash sort of palette display. The background. So yeah, that's what we're working with here, friends. I really enjoy this corner now because I just feel like I got options with that crazy big thing. And the brushes have been more condensed, more just put into one holder where I like that I just pull it around and then boom, there's every brush I could possibly need for a look. Of course, it's fun to do things like that if you have the space to kind of change up your seasonal palettes and whatnot. And by the way, back there on that wall, Bub is making me, because he's kind of really getting into woodworking these days, he's making me some floating shelves that will go up there, and maybe I can use those to display some things as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Let me know if you like talking about storage things, just any kind of makeup organizational stuff. I'm certainly not the master of it, and oftentimes, as anyone who is using a lot of makeup knows, you get something started and then it can quickly like kind of tailspin and get out of hand. You have to redo again and again and declutter and whatever. But I'm really so happy with my space here now. So thank you for taking time to watch, and I will see you guys again very soon. I love you. Bye.